Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. So I decided to start vlogging again as Strong by Felicity. I used to vlog a lot last year, but I got emotionally burned out. I just haven't, like, I think I would get too vulnerable in a way that it did not make me feel comfortable. Because I believe vulnerability is strength, but and it's very strong to put yourself out there, but I feel like I was doing more than my capability because I would be kind of res- remorse, so vulnerability, remorse, and I experienced that a lot. Because in my Instagram account I put myself out there. I'm very vulnerable, very raw with my thoughts in the way I express myself, and sometimes I can regret it and I'm just like, oh my god, like maybe people shouldn't know that about me. And then but then I would get these reassurances like, keep going, like I love it, or I love this, or thank you. And those little things, like, it really does keep me going because I'm like, okay, somebody sees me, somebody appreciates me, and that is what really helps. So getting back into vlogging, I want to do it the right way. I want to be 100% real, and I want to be 100% like kind of organized, but I'm not really somebody that likes to plan. I mean, it really depends on what it is. I can get anxiety and very overwhelmed easily over little things, but big things I'm like, I got it. I think it's really important for me to breathe. And that helps me ground. Yoga really taught me how to breathe. And that's why I am getting my yoga teacher certification, so I can learn how to just learn yoga on a different level. I like to become a master of the things that I really enjoy and love and believe in. So the reason why, like my why of starting this channel, this vlogging experience and journey, is that I just I want to document my personal growth. I go through a lot, I feel, and I don't always have a way to express it besides my writing, but I've been really wanting to get into vlogging and eventually podcasting, but I have to just take it step by step. There's so much to learn, public speaking, not filling silences with ums and likes, and maybe eye contact, using your body language. I think that's what scares me about vlogging, because like all these people have mastered that, and for me, I'm just kind of starting day one. But it's okay. You just got to start somewhere, and then it gets better. um there we go. That was the I my purpose for creating this experience and this journey, like now, like today, because I've been thinking about this for days and weeks and even months. I'm starting today because, one, why not, and two, like I'm trying to work on this new thing, and telling myself that it's okay to fail, because I'm a perfectionist, and I feel like I keep growing into more confidence, and I really love it, but it's scary, like you may think, like I reached this level or whatever, but it's like I'm actually like really scared of my body. But it's all about projecting confidence. I realize it's kind of like not only like perceiving to other people or projecting to other people, like you're projecting it to yourself. That's why people say, like when I was researching like sadness and depression, is like to just smile, even if you don't even mean like to smile, that it will just make you feel happier after a while. But it's weird because like then I'm just sitting there like, honestly, I don't know if it's just because I wanted it to work, but it kind of worked. But what I kind of unlocked today and realizing, and like something I was afraid to admit, sorry, I really love playing with my ponytail, loneliness, and how big of a factor it is in my life. How I thought loneliness was just this like very uncomfortable emotion, but what if we looked at loneliness as like a mental health issue, like depression? And like, you know, maybe like, you know, they go hand in hand, like anxiety and depression. But what about loneliness? Like, we don't feel like, I feel like we don't talk about loneliness enough. We talk about love, we talk about heartbreak, depression, anxiety. We don't talk about loneliness. And I've tried, but it's just, I didn't realize how big of a factor it is, because loneliness kills slowly. Like, it slowly kills you inside. And people have died of loneliness and died alone, you know. And there's also another way to look at it, is like, you know, we're born alone, we die alone, and it's just like, but do we truly want to be alone? Because I feel, you know, maybe some people do, they're comfortable living in the woods by themselves in the middle of nowhere, and maybe they're content. I don't know how they actually feel, you know, I'm not in their shoes. But I feel like humans need connections. It's not just humans, it's also animals. You know, we need to belong somewhere, to someone. And I've been not wanting to admit that I do want to belong to somebody romantically. And I think but I'm just questioning if that is like actually like a thing. Like, is it possible to love somebody for years on end, like the same person, you know? um like, does that kind of love exist? And like, is that what true love is, or real love? Or do you just go about your life loving a few different people, you know? I still haven't like unlocked like what love actually is, or what it should feel like, but I feel like I learned a few things along the way of my journey. I believe in love. I like to give love. I like to receive love, you know. But love can be dangerous. It could hurt. And, you know, they say love shouldn't hurt. And to a point, that's true. It should not hurt. Whether it be family, romance, friends, it should not hurt. But I realized, like, even after being hurt by loved ones, because everyone I've ever loved has hurt me, like, what then? You know, if you say love shouldn't hurt, like, do you just cut everybody off that hurts you? But I think there's like another factor that plays. It's just like relationship management and conflict management. How, like, do you both apologize and try not to repeat the same mistake and communicate? Or is it toxic to where it just hurts? It just keeps hurting, you know? And I think if we adjust that phrase, love shouldn't hurt, I would say love shouldn't keep hurting, you know? But I think that's something I could explore later. I how I like to view myself is a happy person, but that doesn't mean like I'm never sad, because I get depressed, I get anxiety for sure. But happy as in, I like to enjoy like life. I like to have fun. You know, I do get hurt by things, and you know, I have my trauma, you know, like kind of following me around sometimes is my shadow, my dark side that I'm sometimes afraid to show people. But I realized that if somebody doesn't accept me for who I am or fully, like, do I want to change myself? And the answer is no. I don't want to change myself for anybody, and I don't want to change anyone, you know? Like, I don't know if it's like a thing where I'm gonna meet somebody that, you know, like I really see eye to eye with, and you know, we just have this beautiful relationship and connection, or you know, like everybody's just gonna have one missing unchecked box, and I don't know the answer. I can't tell you. All I can talk about is the experiences that I've already lived. And I think that loneliness is one of the biggest factors in when it comes to love. But it's also one of the relationship killers. It's like loneliness sets up relationships for failure. You know, it's like if you love out of loneliness, then you're not going to be happy. You're always going to feel lonely in and out of the relationship. And I can't tell you if there's a cure to loneliness, because I'm trying to work on the cure, honestly, because people say it's self-love, and I'm like, oh my god, like I love myself so much, like, you know, like I don't need anybody. But it's like I feel like some ideologies can be toxic, because if we can't live up to those ideologies, like, oh, you gotta love yourself first before you love somebody, then we just feel constantly disappointed. And that's what I feel about when it comes to religion, is like they set these standards of like the perfect human being or follower, you know. And if you can't feel like you can't live up to those expectations that other people put on you, that you don't feel worthy. But like, why is this so like normalized or so drilled into us since the day we were born, is that we gotta prove our worth. Like, we're not born with worth. It's like we gotta earn it from our parents and from the people around us. You know? Like, we're not enough until somebody tells you you're enough. Like, but why do we keep passing down that thought, the idea of you're not enough? And you know, now we have a you are enough or you are more than enough movement, and it's helping, but it goes so deep. The self-esteem, it runs really deep, that, you know, if you're not getting straight A's, if you're not successful, if you're not just an amazing human being people can brag about, then you're not worthy. And it's just like, but why? Why am I not worthy if I don't perform, or if I have a bad day, or if something traumatized happened to me and I adjusted my defense mechanisms, you know, to revolve around that trauma, you know? It's tough. It's really tough to like sit with that. You know, because you know, I've been dating. I've been putting myself out there. I've been dating, you know, and not expecting anything, but then when I like the person, I start expecting it again, and I'm just like, I expect you to be this person that makes me happy. And is that like is that like even fair to ask somebody like, okay, like you're supposed to make me happy now, and whenever you don't do something that makes me happy or you pick yourself or whatever, then you disappoint me. You know, you're toxic, you know, and you know, like you don't appreciate me and I deserve better, you know, and like that may be true. Maybe I do deserve better a lot of times, but it's kind of like if I really like looked at it and looked at myself, I'm just like, okay, I meet somebody. I have a great night with them. I have an amazing night, maybe 2 nights in a row, right? And then I'm just like, okay, well, now you're supposed to take care of me and make me happy and make me feel all these feelings. You're supposed to text me a lot to show that you care. You're supposed to call me, you know, so I know that you love me. You're supposed to tell me that like every day. You're supposed to take me out and like, you know, do things with me, do everything that I want. You know, and you know, of course I'll do the same things for you, but like you gotta do these things for me in order to keep me happy if you want me to be in your life, you know? And I'm like, is that realistic? Is that realistic? And it's just kind of like, it's weird because that's how my mom treats me. Like, that's how she treats me. Like, she expects me to be her happiness. And I think I wrote this quote, and it was like, something about, you gave me the key to your happiness, but I can't have it, you know? Like, I wish I knew the quote word for word, especially my own quote. But yeah, it's just, it's too much pressure. I think that was the ending. It's too much pressure. You gave me the key to your happiness, but it's too much pressure. And I think that's what it is. Like, if we look at this, this eye drop, like, eye relief drink thingy majig, as like the key, right? And it's kind of like, okay, this is the key to my happiness, right? Right here, right here. I meet somebody, right? Ooh, let me like get my little figure. It's the men in my life, right? I meet a guy and we hit it off, right? Like we have a great night, you know? Like they meet me at my best, I meet them at their best, right? And I'm like, I like you. Here you go. And it's kind of like, you know, like what I do, what I do with this, like, I don't know what to do. And I'm just like, you know what to do, so do it. And it's kind of like, you know what, like you broke my heart, and I just, you know, I always like take the key back and like, fuck, like, what do I do? What do I do? I'm a little psycho sometimes with analogies, but what do I do, right? When I give somebody the key to my happiness and then they don't perform, I cry, I get disappointed, I get depressed, I'm just like, is anybody gonna be able to make me happy? And it's just like, then we got the self-love crew, and it's like, yo, you gotta make yourself happy, like the fuck? And I'm just like, but like, like, okay, like, but how? Like, can you show me? And they're like, no, figure it out. And I'm like, how do I make myself happy? Okay, I like to dance. Okay, I like to, what do I like to do? Honestly, I know I do. I'm just waking out. I'm just under pressure. I like dance. I like to play volleyball. I like to work out. I like yoga. Okay, I like these things. I do. But then there's this part in me where like loneliness comes, and it's just like, yeah, like, so what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do about it? You know, what are we gonna do about this loneliness? And it's kind of like, I mean, we could like go on Tinder. You know, like just meet somebody, make a connection, like, you know, we go to the club, you know, meet somebody. whatever, you know, we go to the gym, meet somebody, but I'm just like, okay, but like, but then what? Like, then what do I do then? Like, okay, build a connection. Ooh, like, you know, get high on, you know, texting this person and seeing this person and loving that person, you know? And it's just like, ooh, like damn, like, you know, I'm really like in love with this person. And how many hours has it been? And it's kind of like, oof, like, is it real? Like, it's real. Like you want it to be real. It's like, this is real. This is real love. Yeah, right here. Like I have already imagined the whole thing and how it's gonna play out. And then it doesn't play out like that. It's like, whew, what went wrong? What did I do wrong? Like, you know? And it's kind of like, was it because I did something wrong? Did they do something wrong? Was it not a match? And that's the question, you know? It's kind of like, okay, like there's this guy, he who will not be named, and I think about him all the time. You know, like not completely all the time, but like when I'm lonely, like my loneliness is like remember him, and I'm just like, yes, please don't remind me. And it's just like, well, I'm gonna remind you about everything, and I'm just like, but like it didn't work out. Loneliness, like please, like it didn't work out. Like, why are you sending me these memories at 3, 4 in the morning? And they're like, because I want you to feel lonely right now. And I'm just like, but, but I don't want to feel lonely. And then they're like, well, too late. So you either find a way to suppress me, express me, or depress me. I think those are the quotes that I saw. And I'm like, one, I want to suppress it. Two, you know, like, or maybe it was repress. I don't know. I can get really like all over the place sometimes. So like if I do, just like keep me in check. Like I wanted to do something about my loneliness, like make a bad decision, you know. I want to just be like, yeah, this will like satisfy my loneliness demon, you know, making this bad decision, like texting the person. And I'm just like, but like what will that do? One, that will hurt me a lot more. I was like, that's like self-harm. And two, I'm just like, I know it's not good for me, so fuck you, loneliness, for trying to suggest that. And then I'm just like, but what's the next best thing? You know, like what would be a quick fix? Like, ooh, one night stand, you know, like blah blah blah. Or like date, you know, like it's hard out here. And I'm just like, okay, like life, like if there's a God, like what's the key? Like what's the key? Like how do I not feel lonely at night? You know, how? And I think that's the question of the day. Cause you know what I'm trying to do? You know, I'm going to therapy. I'm writing. I'm working out. You know, like I'm sure there's more things I should be doing. Maybe like drinking more water or like eating better or sleeping more. Yeah, for sure. But why does loneliness consume me? You know, it's kind of like makes me make like these bad decisions. Like these decisions that hurt me even more. Like this man, like I loved him, but I didn't even know him. And these future men that I meet, I'm just like I'm gonna, like, if I could, like, be a fortune teller for my own life right now, I would be like, okay, like, Felicity is gonna meet a guy, right? And he's gonna be cute, and there's gonna be really great things about him, and then she's gonna love it, and, like, fall in love with him, and then he's gonna disappoint her, that she's gonna be sad, and feel like it's her fault, and then she's gonna try to chase him, and then he's gonna pull away, and then, and she's back to square one and heartbroken again, and then meets the next cute guy, you know, like wow, like that actually was a really good prediction. That's like very accurate. That's very accurate. But like, how do I stop that? Like in the fucking, like, intercept that shit, you know? Like, how do I do that? Like, they say take it slow. Like, those 3 words, I don't understand. I don't understand what take it slow means. Like, what the fuck? Like, take what slow? It's either you love me or you don't. And it's kind of like, okay, but like, maybe it exists. Like, maybe like I could learn it, but it's hard. It's not easy. It's not easy. And it's kind of like, I think what I've been learning that I realize it works is letting go. Letting go. And I hate those words. 2 to 3 words, letting go or let it go. Let it go. Like, let go of the control, the reins. But I feel like I developed that, you know, as a defense mechanism or trauma response. The need, sorry, my eye twitching, the need to control, you know? Like, but you can't control another person. That's the hardest part. It's like, the things that you can't control is, well, you can't control your emotions, you know? You can't control how you feel. You can express it or suppress it or repress it, but you can't control them. Just gotta take a deep breath. I can control my reaction. Like, I could A, curse somebody out, 2, punch somebody in the face, 3, walk away. And I'm sure there's a lot more options, but those are the main 3. And a lot of times it's better to walk away, but not if you felt like you should have stood up for yourself. So if you have to stand up for yourself in a way that you know is the best way to do it, then do it. You know, just do it. Because you don't want to walk away from a situation feeling like you should have done something. Do that thing. That's what I'm learning. Also, like, picking your battles. When to fight, when not to fight. That's another hard part. And, yeah, letting go is kind of like, if you love something, let it go. If it's meant to be, it will come back to you. And I think that I was just so confident in myself that, like, everything's gonna come back to me because I'm amazing. I'm amazing. And then when I realized, like, it doesn't come back, and I'm just like, am I not amazing? And it's kind of like, oh, like, Felicity, like, you're amazing. Like, whether they come back or not, you know? And it's kind of like, and it's another thing, like, ego. Wait, we got loneliness over here, ego over there. Like, it's a whole party, it's depression, anxiety. And it's just like, how do we live our best life? And I think it's just trial and error and learning. And it's also like breathing and staying present and protecting yourself against evil spirits and you know, like, just bad people, you know. And sometimes, like, you don't want to see, like, things for what it is. Like, if it, like, walks like a duck, talks like a duck, and I don't know, looks like a duck, then it's probably a duck. But sometimes I'm just like, maybe it could be like a cute little bird, or, like, you know, a chicken, or, like, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. But I'm just like, sometimes, like, it's right in front of me, I don't want to see it. That's what I'm saying. And honestly, another factor is to not be so hard on yourself. And I feel like I do that a lot. I feel like I'm very hard on myself. I'm like, I failed. Like, you messed up. You're a failure. That mistake just shows that you are just not perfect. And I'm just like, what? Like, that's like a threat to my ego. I'm just like, I'm not perfect. Like, what? Like, that's crazy. That's really crazy because I try so hard. But I'm just like, okay. You know? What I learned about this situation is that, okay, I did this and that wasn't good. No, that wasn't good. But I knew that if I could go back in time, I wouldn't change it because I don't know what I know now. So that decision wasn't bad, honestly. I feel like when one thing is bad, I make the whole situation and experience bad, but it's not true. I did what I wanted to do. I followed a desire and I explored it, and it was good until it wasn't. What I learned about myself and my approach to dating is that I want to feel safe with somebody. I don't want anyone to feel entitled to me, my body, my spirit, my mind. I don't want anybody to feel entitled to that. My spirit, my energy. I don't want anybody to feel like that because then I'll get scared. I want there to be a safe space, you know? Number one. Number two, I learned that I could say no, even though I know somebody wants me to say yes. I could say no. I could say no to any situation, even if I said yes before or in the past. I could say no. Or even if I said yes and then changed my mind and said no, I could say no and follow through with that and not be such a people pleaser. You know, I could say no and not go against my will. Like maybe they're not forcing me, but I'm forcing myself. Or maybe they're not forcing me, but they're pressuring me, you know, or making me feel guilty. That's number two. And number three, what I learned is that to be easy on myself, to forgive myself for making a mistake that I have made before. Like if I had to apologize to myself, I would say, Felicity, like, I'm sorry for hurting you. I'm sorry for acting out of loneliness, which led to pain. Sorry for making bad decisions that hurt you, you know, and your health and, you know, your mental health. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry, Felicity, for doing that. And, you know, like, I want to forgive myself, her, me. I want to forgive her for making that mistake. Like, I forgive you. I forgive you for hurting me, my health, and my mental health, you know, because I know you were just trying. And you're not perfect, and you want to be happy, and you want to enjoy experiences, so you follow that. You follow what you think will make you happy, and then if it doesn't turn out to be what you expect, like, that's okay. That's okay, and, you know, I forgive you, and I want us to be happy, like me, myself, and I. Like, I want to be happy. I want to take care of myself. I want to do great and amazing things for myself. I want to respect myself and my time and my energy. I don't want to chase people that don't want me. I want to stay where I am, keep my feet grounded, and see what's around me. And if nothing happens to me around me, be okay. You know? Like, be like a crane and, like, you know, on the beach at night, just alone, just in solitude. Because what is meant for me will come, and what isn't will go. And what's meant to stay in my life will stay. It won't be like the Olympics, you know? Like, it will just be. And it will just happen effortlessly. And, you know, there will be effort, you know, but like, you don't have to sacrifice everything for it to be meant to be. You don't have to earn it. You just have to attract it. And that is what I'm working on right now. Attracting better, bigger, and healthier things. You know, breaking the bad habits and patterns, and like coming home to myself. Not keep trying to give myself away. Like that story my friend told me about the hobo. It's like, you know, would you, like, who would you rather have, like, their cup, right? This hobo in the street asking for some change, or for somebody that comes out of a coffee shop and has full cups of coffee and gives one to you. And it's like, I want to be that person in the coffee shop with 2 cups of coffee, not the hobo with the empty coffee cup asking for change. I don't want to ask people to change, or myself. Well, I always want to change for the better, but I don't want to ask people to change. I want to fill up my cup and have like a surplus or excess of, you know, another cup that I could give to somebody else. But on some days I don't have an extra cup to give, that I don't give mine away, I keep it. And that's what I want to work on my self-love journey. And I believe I can do it. And just this whole vlog like took me on a whole journey and like helped me understand that. So thank you if you watched to this to the end, and thank you for listening. I really appreciate people that, you know, are there for me and that support me, you know, with pure intentions and a genuine heart, because that is what I want to give to other people. And I hope that helps. And if talking about my experiences can help somebody in any way, that makes my day and my purpose known and felt. So thank you, and I hope you all have a great and amazing day, and making, you know, little steps, small steps towards our journey and our progress. So until next time, bye.